Hi. I stepped away so I can get my other candle. Hi, Anita. Hi, Wendy. If anybody would like to do the Cashapp special, my Cashapp is $Cherry Enchantress. Okay. I'm making so much noise over here. And all right. So it's $Cherry Enchantress. I knew I was gonna need space. Okay, $Cherry Enchantress for Cashapp. Anybody's interested? You don't have Cashapp? Yeah, you can do the what'd you call it? The YouTube, what is it called? Super chat. That's fine too. I just was needing some cash, but if y'all don't have Cashapp, that's okay. I need some Valentine drinking money. But I do have some champagne I could sip on. I think maybe I'll do that. Thank you, Wendy. Poe that came right there. Poe, why are you bothering me? I just let you in. Okay, got a little sippy. Sip, sip. So, Wendy, what is your question? All right, let's see what comes out. All right. We'll also use the romance angels. Oh, and you know what? I like to call upon spirit and all our beautiful guides and guardians and ancestors. But you know what also the romance angels have? They have the cherub angels as well. They have the young, innocent energy out there as well to help us. So let's get started. What's the love energy for you, Wendy? You got deception. What does that mean? Someone is wearing a false self mask. Somebody Now, in the relationship, but it may be in your environment somewhere. It could have to do with your ex. It could be that people haven't always been 100% honest with you. Let's see if anything's coming up. Okay, so the honeymoon's coming out. So enjoy bliss of holiday time together. So the deception card is kind of this, sometimes you have experienced, it could be just people not always revealing every single detail or getting, but I feel like it's also in my deck I don't like the harshness of deception so much, because I feel like sometimes this could represent surprises. It could represent something that people are keeping to themselves, but not always in a form of deception. Sometimes it's in a form of working on something in secret, like a disguise. Hey, Divine Goddess! So I like the disguise version of this better. This one is saying some elements of the relationship are hidden, and it could be that if it's related to honeymoon, it could be that there's some kind of surprise trip coming up. It's funny he pops up. He's been heavy on my mind lately, and I don't know why. Well, he's that deception energy, I guess. Let's see what's coming up in love. So the honeymoon, it's interesting. I feel this energy of somebody wants to take you on a surprise trip somewhere. Like they're making plans, but they're not telling you about it. But then again, yeah, let's see what else. So you have best friend. Friendship is vital to your romance. Feelings deepen and blossom. Whatever you got going on, I guess this is with your husband. Like, husband is not just husband, but he's their best friend. And it's important that friendship is vital, and acts of service. So I feel like, yeah, like he could be the one that wants to His actions speak louder than words. He may not always say the things he needs to say, but he may show you something. So it could be something he shows you coming up soon. Let's get some juicy final rose. See what comes out in this. I know we're supposed to, you wanted general, but we started with the love, so that's nice. Okay, let's see. What is going on? Single dad. That's weird. King of flutes. King of roses. Oh, you got the two kings here. Yeah, you got your ex and your husband. They're both heavily on your mind. I don't, of course your ex isn't a single dad because he remarried, right? But sometimes I think he feels like a single, or he's a dad that doesn't feel associated with his kids. And then you have the King of Roses, the executive producer. But this also kind of, has a feminine energy. Could be you, right? And you could be in that king role, and this could be your husband, but not, I don't know, why that the single dad thing is there. I mean, came out for you. It could just be that there's times where the dad, where either your husband or your ex, I'm getting more like not so much that their wives that you or your ex's wife isn't participating in, in other words, like being motherly. You're definitely motherly, but his wife isn't motherly. So that could be what it is. It's like, it could be that your ex wants to have some kind of connection with the kids, but his wife is making him feel like a single dad because she won't support him in some way. It's like there's sort of this unsupportive energy. Whereas the executive producer king, the King of Roses, is this is the, like the there for you energy. Yeah, I'm getting that Spirit is trying to reinforce the fact that you have a good person with your husband. And let's see. I mean, I was wondering if he's gonna do anything nice for Valentine's Day. So the the executive producer is quick and sharp and ready. It's not so much sharp, but he represents the King of Wands, so he's got strong energy, like a fiery energy or strong energy. Interesting. All right, well, let's see if we can figure out what if husband might do. Will husband do anything special for you? I don't know why I want to know this, but with the executive producer here, it seems like he's actually putting some effort into something. Like some plans. He's got some big plans. Let's see. The anchor, stability, security, the rider, which is some news or announcement. Oh, and about some lucky. I think there could have been something that he was holding back, He's like, I didn't want to tell you too soon. I was just gonna wait to Valentine's Day, but guess what? La 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 la. It's gonna be good. It's lucky for us. It does seem like a trip. um, some kind of destination, maybe. Doesn't have. It might not be on Valentine's Day, but maybe something that he's trying to put together. Well, in the spring, it feels like it. Yeah, maybe around um, St. Patrick's Day more. And yeah, because it feels whatever it is, it's happening pretty soon. He's gonna like announce it or something. Guess what? Guess what? And it's happening fairly soon. And it's lucky and carefree and it's a happy thing. It also could be have something to do with money, like I won something. Da da da. um yeah, something that he's been waiting for a special moment to tell you. So he's not like outright like deceiving you. He's like he was holding something back basically just to tell you at the right moment. I feel that's kind of what I felt right away. Yeah. I don't understand the single dad thing. Let me see if there's any clues here, or is this simply represents the ex and his sort of his position. You know what this is? I know what this is. These are both your husband. Or this can be you too, but I feel like this is like he's the kid's stepdad, right? So this is kind of more like stepdad energy. He's got his priorities straight and he's good at managing things. These are both kind of really strong leadership management type things. Emotional maturity, managing things. So, and I know you do a lot of managing yourself. Like between the two of you, you got this figured out, I think it seems. The whole running of the home stuff and household things. So, really the ex is not even anyone or anything that important except that he has certain obligations, but outside of his obligations, he's not anybody really to think about too much. Yeah, so look out for March to see see if something happens. This is actually Clover represents February, so it really literally could be this month, and the writer represents a day and a week or a month. So for sure by March, but within a day, that's tomorrow, Valentine's Day, or a week, you could be getting some kind of news about something like a trip, something romantic, something businessy, something lucky, some kind of money thing, and it could be coming through your husband. So yeah. And with the honeymoon here, it looks possible like a romantic getaway travel or something like that. And with your best friend, which is your husband. The one who does the acts of service may not always say a lot, but he does a lot. He does a lot. And I think that's sweet because really is kind of a Valentine's message. It was about something romantic between the two of you. What can come up for the two of you? The two of you, not and it's not about work. It's about making time out for each other. That's what it feels like. Nice. Yeah. Now I'm getting warm. All right, so I'm gonna take off my jacket. I don't know why I got chilled earlier when I took it off, but and I got my fairy bracelet on. There's my fairy bracelet. Okay. All right, so Divine Goddess is next. Unless Anita also... Divine Goddess, are you ready? You're welcome, Wendy. Thank you. Sorry guys, I didn't come on Wednesday or give you a message on Wednesday to say what's up. Tuesday was a really long day. It was a good day, good long day, but I was like completely sapped of energy, completely. And I was starting to feel like a little, like some of my cold symptoms are coming back, or like kind of like allergies, just like sneezing and just feeling kind of, you know, not like I want to talk too much, and also energy wise, like body energy, but then also like spiritual and energy kind of go together sometimes. So if there's times where I just need to rest. Divine Goddess, are you there? Everybody can hear me, right? Ooh, past life relationship. You have known each other before. So that's for Divine Goddess if you're there. Oh, I'm going to go get my charger. Divine Goddess, there. I just watched Wuthering Heights with my daughter tonight. And I was thinking about past life relationships and how that storyline comes up a little bit, you know, like miscommunications and not being able to fulfill your contract, your soul contract, because you pass away from childbirth problems. And oh, spoiler alert. But anyway, I mean, everybody should know the story, sort of. You know, it's like, it's a book that a lot of us were told to read, and then it's a movie that's been out before, so it's just a remake. But it's a really good remake. All right, Divine Goddess, this is your first message from the cherub angels. You have a past life relationship. You've known each other before. And let me continue this message for you. It's funny, I turned to the page that said soulmate, and they're also your soulmate. The romance angels send you this card to explain the relationship. Yeah, I hope he does too. To explain the relationship you've inquired about. You have some unfinished business in conjunction with your soulmate from a past lifetime. See, that's what I was just saying about that movie. This may involve forgiving someone, a joint project, or learning personal lessons such as patience. Soulmates recognize each other instantly, and this feeling is often registered in a sense of romantic or sexual chemistry. The magnetism that draws two people together can surpass logic, because the purpose of the relationship is healing and learning. Whether or not your soulmate becomes your life partner, you'll experience personal and spiritual lessons and growth as a result. Past life regressions can also help you uncover the answers you seek. Oh, that would be kind of cool. I had a friend who, still my friend, Diane, who, she's a great person, who she had a past life regression about a particular guy, and it was a really interesting connection, past life connection that they had. Some kind of like a Wild West, I think, connection, and with Native Americans and such. Let's see, is Yoga Man going to send you a Valentine wish? Was she? Oh, so maybe that the past life thing was forgiveness. Allow healing waters to wash away the pain of the past. And responsibilities. Romance interrupted, duties come first. So it seems like, I mean, he may wish you something, but his personal duties, his home life, and his work will come before wishing you anything. But that doesn't mean he's not going to. Let me see. What was I feeling called to? Oh, yeah. Man, I'm the romantic variant. I have lots of romantic things here. So we have the Lover's Oracle. Let's see what kind of Valentine message he's giving you. Or from Spirit. Message from Spirit. That one. Oh, see, soulmate, yes. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. Or they are, have manifested physically, and maybe it will go to the next level where they're available for you. Let's see, anything else? Oh, balance. Nice. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. So I feel like you give him that balance that he's always yearning for. Let's see what Rumi wants to tell you. I feel like Rumi's got a message. Isn't this one so pretty? All right, I'm not going to take it just because it's so pretty. I'm going to see what comes out for you. But I like that one. Ooh, you got commitment coming up. The awakened heart is like a lantern. Keep it sheltered from the turbulence of the winds of desire. The fear that your desire won't manifest may cause you to try to bend life to your will. It is an unnecessary battle and one that will not serve your soul. Instead, just show up, be present. Life is not working at cross purposes with you. Far from it. Life is a creative co-conspirator with your heart. So that's good news. I feel like between these two cards, it's saying, the Spirit's saying, we're working on this case, the case of you and Yoga Man. And we're trying to help, make it a real deal for you. We also have the courage of your love. Yeah, and commitment to spirit as well. But these are, romantic cards. So this is pretty, Love is the sunrise, while thought is only a flashing light. Your heart is strong enough to overpower old patterns. Surrender into love's sanctuary without conditions or equivocation. You are not to give in to shaming stories that cast your regal, lion-like nature in the falsehood of the victimization or powerlessness. Roar at such lies until the weak glue holding them together melts under the fire of your holy breath. Assert the dignity of your own heart and soul. So anytime you start to get into doubts, which you don't really do, you're quite the faithful person, but if it does happen, roar at your doubts and say, no, nay, I am powerful. I like how these cards kind of match each other, though. This fire and this ice kind of feeling, the cool and the hot. Alrighty. I'm feeling like giving you some of these guys because they're fun. You were having moments of doubt. See, it happens to the best of us. Look at that! You got the ring! The King of Rings, the jeweler. And the mansion! The Four of Roses! Alright, so don't have any more doubts. The Spirit's really working on your behalf in the ethereal realm here. They're really working hard on your behalf. And so the King of Rings is the jeweler. It represents that commitment. Let's see. So, in The Bachelor, when the jeweler comes to help the bachelor or the bachelorette, well, it's usually the bachelor pick out rings and pick out what kind of diamond goes in there. They always focus on, like, what is her character like? What would she like, So as he arrives with the sparkling jewels set in platinum and gold, You're in for a day full of opulence and adornment. He makes dreams possible through his dealings, since he's the embodiment of wealth and material riches. Take this emblem of eternal fortune and golden opportunities as your sign that it's time for your ultimate fulfillment. There you go. Your ultimate fulfillment is, I like one of those, please. Can I have an order of ultimate fulfillment? Thank you. So yeah, so whenever, oh, it's like totally saying, dispel those doubts, my dear, because your ultimate fulfillment is here. And then you have the Four of Roses, which is like the Four of Wands, which is twin flame and celebration and the big mansion. And oh, that's nice. So Four of Roses. Let the comforts and these two together feel very opulent, you know, like you're about to have a life of luxury. And I mean, maybe you already have a little aspect of that, but this is going to go beyond what you usually have imagined, like beyond your dreams, a life of opulence. I think he is going to come into his own as well. I think things are going to work out in his favor as well. And then together you're going to live this kind of higher life, not just a soul connection, but a monetarily happy situation, an opulent situation. So let the comforts of this beautiful villa provide you with much needed reprieve to take it all in, the magic, the miracles, the romance, and the successes. Now's the time to celebrate your own journey and how far you've come. So grab a cocktail, relax by the pool, and have a party. While there's still further to go on your journey to find love, this is a reminder to chill out, take a break, and enjoy your accomplishments. So even if, you know, right now, today or tomorrow, even if he doesn't send you a love note to not tomorrow, I feel like he is definitely thinking of you. I think he sees you as his counterpart and his, you know, soulmate from a past life, and that you have some kind of mission together. And I think there's a part of him that wants to work to make sure he can provide for you and give you the life that you deserve. But also, the mansion is trying to say, or spirit is trying to say, take care of yourself anyway, like treat yourself nicely no matter what he does. I'm kind of getting this card too. No matter what he says tomorrow, whether it's a little love hello or not, which I feel like could happen. I think he's definitely thinking of you. I think that what's more important is how you take care of yourself, you know, like give yourself the opulence of the day and treat yourself like you're your best soulmate. Where is that card? It's perfect for today too, or tomorrow. Today and tomorrow, because it's a love, it's like well, you're worthy, see? It's so rosy and you know, roses. Your worth that doesn't depend on the other person. You already know that. I know you know it. But this is just saying, reminding you that no matter what he says, your love for yourself is number one. And spirit loves you. You deserve it. I feel like you also deserve an Oracle of the Roses card. So I don't know what's going to come out of this. It's mostly like archetypes and sort of keywords. But it's so pretty, I can't help but shuffle this for you. So look how pretty it is. Okay. That one did a cartwheel. The architect. Woods Rose. Okay, the architect. Oh, yeah. Oh, and then the mansion's here, the architect. It could be somebody similar to Wendy. Somebody could be having big plans for the future, you know, like building, making ideas. It could feel like there's challenges, but there are also opportunities to it's kind of like the challenges are teaching tools, right? They're opportunities to, it's almost like when you go on a trip and you have a certain, you have to like hike or go up a mountain, or you have to go along a certain path or whatever. And of course there's challenges, but part of the challenge, part of the fun is the challenge. Part of the fun is figuring out the best route, or figuring out the best footing, or figuring out how to get to where you need to go. And um, this is kind of like that. It's like stay dedicated to the course, but that doesn't mean you can't try new and different things along the way. It's like you're finding solutions, and also investigations and self-reliance. And I know you have tons of self-reliance. All right, so let's get you some charms. Ooh. Okay, you've got this kind of special looking on the outside. You have a home. You have he's got a secret, and he's thinking it. He's making something, and he's making you think. No, he's something. It's like a secret he's keeping to himself. But it sounds really loud. It's kind of like a juxtaposition. Well, I think his secret is loud. What? A secret that makes you think. Beauty. Maybe the secret is that he wants to yell out loud how beautiful you are. You're making and learning things, and you're thinking, oh, and there could be a song connection. You have, ooh, this is not a marble. This is, used to be on a stand. This is a crystal ball. And this is you seeing the future. You can see exactly what's going on, and the future and the past. Oh, and inside the top hat was the letter G. G. And the top, or the bowler cap, represents past lives, past life relationships. You have a solid situation. Also, and then you also have the letter, I think that's J or T. I think that's T. It's cursive. I think that's a T. Could be a J though. I think maybe it's a J. All right. So, and then you have the sewing machine, which represents work. So your work is looking up, like you're about to get something that pays well in the near future, and something you enjoy doing. You're welcome. Oh. Let's see. Let's do some random people. I'm going to pull from the Romance Angels for some random person out there that might be listening. Again with the past life relationship. So, and there's another person out there whose past life love is calling some information about a past life love. Let's see. Let me use a different deck here. Okay, you can listen in because it could be about you. Let me use my Enchanted Romance deck. I feel past life connection with Yoga Man Naveen for sure. Me too. For sure, I feel it for you guys. See, you have 6 of Cups on the bottom. And that's like nostalgia, like, but it can represent not just a this life nostalgia, but a past life nostalgia. Like, I've known you before. I feel connected to you. I know your soul. It's like I remember you. I bet he feels the same. Well, let's find out, because I was being pulled to my how does he feel cards. I know he said this before in these cards. But let's ask again. Okay. This is for the collective though. How does your person feel about you, about themselves, about the situation? Collective and Divine Ghost. What are you playing with? Adventurous. Fly me to the moon. Let's go into the unknown together. I'm ready to try new things with you. Do you trust me? It feels like this whole, like, he's so excited that you are a travel girl, and because he's a travel guy, and he really wants to live that world with you. But he is caged. He's stuck in a cage, feeling trapped and a little stuck. It could be cabin fever. I need to be where you are. He wants to be with you. I feel like he does, but he's not able to take much action as now. He did tell me he would call me. Nice. Yeah, he's encouraged. I will win your heart no matter what it takes. You're so precious to me. So that's how he feels. He feels you're precious. He's also excited about anytime he gets to see you, hear you, be with you. Looking forward to what is next to come, eagerly awaiting the results and the rewards. Hi, Nat Torres. Happy early Valentine's. So, I want to get a couple of these and see about past life. Anything coming out about past life for the future, for people out there, anybody listening, for the collective. We have justice and strength And Six of Cups, yeah, again, with this sort of like, have I met you before? Do we know each other? Yes, you know each other. And how you know each other is something in your past life. There was a kind of thing that it's like your soul contract has to do with balance and strength. So something happened in past life where that would be a good reading. How to fulfill your soul contract, or what is your soul contract about with your person? It's like you have to balance this something in your life that wasn't balanced in a past life. And in a past life, somebody wasn't brave enough to do something that they needed to do. And this life is a chance to make up for that, to find courage where you didn't have courage in a past life. So one of you, which I think is his job, I think his job is to find the courage. Your job is to find like the balance, the fairness, the justice of something. And don't be afraid to fight the good fight, you know. Nice. Yeah. All right. Nat, would you like to have a reading? There's one thing called as an attraction and flames, etc., but this is different. And you clarified it. Nice. Thank you. Yeah, everybody check out my random love message and your this weekend to find out how things, it's sometimes it's not going to resonate because it's so general and there's a lot of you out there, but it might be just for you. It might a particular collective will resonate with some of these messages. I also I've video on in TikTok, so I'm feeling their energies as well, the TikTok audience. So sometimes it might just be just for those people, but usually it's for anybody who resonates. Okay, what's his energy right now for Nat? For Nat. Let's see. First of all, let's see how he's feeling about you, about himself, and or the situation. And what shall we call him? Your person, Nat. He's stressed out right now. Where do we go from here? Can we work this out? Feeling like I have questions but no answers. So it could be, things having to do with work as well, not necessarily just about you. It could be people in his life that he's stressing over. So let's keep on looking. Also watch my my Knights reading, my 4 Knights, the 4 Horsemen. This is kind of like the 6 of Cups. It's nostalgia, feeling like I've known you my whole life. Maybe we've met before in a past life. So you're also getting past, I'm also getting past life energy through this deck for you. I have fond memories. It's almost like when they meet you or when they're with you, it's like they remember so much, you know, but they don't know why. Like, what am I remembering, and why does it feel like I've known you 1,000 years instead of just, you know, such and such years, you know, or months or whatever, you know, just kind of this feeling of, there's this feeling of more time that you've been together, or more information about you than he would have known. As you know how like regular people get to know each other, a little information comes out at a time, and then you build up all your information together over time. But twin flames and soulmates, a lot of times when they first meet each other, it's like a flood of information. They don't know why they know all this stuff about you and why you know all this stuff about them, and that in kind of those moments, those early days, you know. All right, let's see, what else does he feel? Oh, see, yeah, it's a twin flame thing here. Like a great storm, the two of us shake the tree of life down to the hidden fiber of its roots. My one, my life, my other half. And then in a very nice 3D way, he is also very impressed by you and your style and your confidence and your appearance. He admires you. Nice. So now let's see how, it's not so much how he feels about you, but let's see what's going on with him. Like, what's his energy right now? You have the 6 of Swords. I feel like he's kind of, we'll find out more, but I feel like he wants to take a trip, or like he wants to, it's like he's trying to move in a particular direction. But also there feels like there's lots of things he's already learning, and he keeps learning, like the trial. It's kind of feel like, yes, trials and tribulations, but also like, you know, when you say trial and error, and it's like trying different things, seeing what works, you know. Trying out, he's like trying to figure out what the solution is. He has a 10 of Wands, so that's kind of like his work. But also, this is the beautiful Carry Me Home card. So it's like you have put in a lot of work, and it's him coming through to carry you home. Like saying, that's it, it's my turn, I'm gonna take over, I'm gonna do the work, you relax, let me just carry you. And it's like she's praying, you know. It's almost also like she's saying thank you. So he wants to help you. have the world. Nice. The world is kind of, let me show you the world, shining, shimmering, splendid. Tell me, princess, now when did you last let your heart decide? I can show you the world, take you wonder by wonder, over, sideways, and under on a magic carpet ride. So I feel like it's like, stick with me and I'll show you a lot. I want you to see things from my point of view, and I want you to see things in my world, because my world is interesting, but I really want somebody to share. I want somebody who gets it, to share it with me. Not everybody gets me. Not everybody can understand. Yeah, it's definitely could be traveling. These two cards are the traveling cards of the deck. So strong emphasis on traveling here. So let me see about what, you are supposed to be getting the romance angels and or the romantic fairy. Let's see what they say. Oh, there you go. It's like vacation time. Enjoy a change of scenery to spice up your love life. So he's kind of like got this idea. He wants to take you away someplace. Take me away. Let's see what your romance angels have to say. A sweet escape. Sweet escape. Okay. Oh, that's fast. Playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So be playful and listen to certain songs. Might be him trying to reach out to you. If he doesn't send you any kind of specific message or do anything specifically nice to you or for you tomorrow, then put on some music and listen to songs and just imagine which ones he's sending you. Oh, he has strong romantic feelings for you. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. I feel like he does want to he wants to explore these. It could mean that he wants to take things to a romantic level greater than it has been, Maybe he wants to get passionate with you, but maybe he also wants to really establish a romantic connection or relationship with you stronger than what you've been going through lately. All right, let's see. Let's get some. Oh, would you like? Okay, let me get one of these. Okay, you have reflection. Give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. I also feel like this, whenever you can't be together, use that time to reflect on each other. And I think, I used to get that, from different people. They're like, it was such a beautiful, powerful, special moment we had the other day. Sometimes I just like to go over it, reflect on it, think about it, for a couple of days before I reach out to you again. So it could be something like that. It's like, instead of every day, like have an amazing day and then reflect on that amazing day, and let's like really soak it in and replay it in your mind a few times, and then reach out to each other again. I feel like that's what he might want, so I think that's nice. Anything else from here? Yeah, he's your soulmate too. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this, and they will manifest physically. So, whether I don't know if this is somebody you already know, but whoever this is, they're about to be in your life in a whole deeper, more important, more meaningful way than they have been. So, that's really good. Yeah, this is an important connection. Okay. Yeah, so this person's coming through. So and now this is about, a person coming through in a very meaningful way who is your soulmate twin flame, and you're going to be getting lots of clues about them. And he does like to travel, and maybe you'll be meeting while you're either one of you are on vacation. But at the moment, his energy is stressed. So there could be something going on in his world that's keeping him from connecting to you. Maybe he's looking for you, like in a kind of longing kind of way, like I long for her just the same way as you long for him. And there's something that's stressing him out in his current world that keeps him from fulfilling, that longing. But I feel like you know that's gonna get become uh soon. He's embarking on this journey towards you. So, and you have also sent out like this signal to the universe, you're ready for this connection. And that's all it really takes when both parties have decided that they're ready. Then spirit's like, okay, let's put them together. There you go. Yep, your soulmate's on the way. But you know what? This reflective card makes me think of this one thing that I heard that I think is a great idea. Like, we have such negative stuff always traveling through our brains. And one of the suggestions was think of 5 of your favorite memories. It could be any memory. Just think of the memory, the happy memory, and just like really replay the feelings, the vibe, the energy you had. Whatever it was, it doesn't have to be romantic. It could be like, family kind of thing. But whatever it is, tap into those feelings again, and then that changes your mood, and it also lends to attract. It helps you attract more of that kind of thing, so that more of that feeling. Because what you really want, yeah, we want a love in our life, sure, but what we really want is that feeling too. We want to feel joy and pleasure and excitement and a sense of accomplishment and those kinds of things, and a sense of relief too, and a sense of joy and completeness, and all of those things can happen to you in lots of ways. It doesn't have to be just through a romantic relationship. But and so I think that's what happens sometimes. We just like we put so much emphasis on the man or the relationship or the romantic thing to bring us these things, but really those feelings are out there, and they can come to us in lots of ways. So it's a great idea to do that memory thing, like go back to different times in your life. Even if it's with somebody you no longer want to be with, you can still remember the happy moment if you want to. But I would say the best thing to do is not, especially towards the end of the month when Mercury retrograde, you might actually attract your past love to you if you do that too much. But remember like happy moments within your life, you know. And it could be, it doesn't have to be like, you know, a fancy dinner or something. It could be like just a sunset or a kitty or something, you know, sweet or whatever. Just remember these little things. You know, when I'm doing these 10-minute readings, I feel the feelings you guys exude, the sparkles of light. I feel your feelings. You're welcome. I'm glad you liked it. I and that's why I get so silly, like I laugh and I get so happy. And I'm like, I start off the reading, this is this and this is this, and I'm like, oh, and then I get joyful. I'm like, because it's like a happy surprise. And like I'm reliving some energy out there. I don't know whose energy or what it's about, but I feel it. You know, it's like I feel the energy. So that's what makes me happy. That's what gets me excited for whoever's listening, because I feel this happy, joyful energy. Just the same thing that happened tonight when these cards come out and they tell a story. I feel like this happy, like, okay, like, you know, when somebody's making a plan to do something nice for you, you're like, oh, okay, you know, you're thinking, oh, that's nice, you know, it's like, okay, you're thinking about me, how sweet, you know, because you may have been thinking, oh, nobody loves me, nobody cares. And then if you found out somebody was like made this big elaborate plan to be nice to you, then you're like really excited and happy and pleased about it. And I'm feeling those things, you know, I feel those things for you guys out there. Anyway, but you can also, like, if you don't have a memory, like the other thing that you can do is like act as if, you know, like be a good actor with yourself. Like, what would you feel if somebody did something nice for you? Like, and, you know, imagine a scenario. It's not being delulu and being silly. It's actually creative, you know. And a lot of people think creativity is silly, but I think creativity is great. That's how we get all these beautiful pieces of art and music and things like that, is creativity. So use your creativity and come up with little acting scenarios in your, you know, like act it out like, oh, really? No, you did this? That's so nice. Or what a beautiful place, or what a wonderful feeling, or what a nice day, you know. Even if you're not, even if your world doesn't really reflect that, you know, like in the physical, your imagination can amplify a feeling. Yeah. So I know it taps into delulu maybe a little bit, but it's not really about that. It's really about tapping into attracting these good positive energies to you, because it's also, to me, it's kind of like combating the negative that's automatic. Like I don't know why, but we we naturally default. It's like our default to go to the negative. And that's why we see the negative as realism or common, or that's the place we should be going to, because that's the place we always default to, you know, the negative scenario, the negative thing. Oh, this is gonna happen. Oh, woe is me, you know, and oh, they're never gonna do that because they're like that. So we replay those negative things too easily, way too easily. So the best way, I think, to combat the negative is to paint a pretty picture in your head, or paint a pretty picture in real life. Anyway, I got 116 and I got $16. I'm feeling like it's time for me to go ahead and say goodnight to everybody. Thank you all for being here. And anybody out there listening, thank you also if you're just, you know, listen to the podcast version of this, or you just like to, you know, listen in without actually. I love your decorations and your manicure. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. You know, I do put in a little effort because I like aesthetics, nice aesthetics. So thank you. I also got this this bracelet that just makes me feel pretty. And I wore my heart. I don't know if you can see it. my heart necklace. You can see it in my videos. Anyway, thank you again, guys. Appreciate you. And anybody who wants a private reading, you know, reach out to me. artladyjas@gmail, and we can really get into the depths of your question, whatever questions you have. We got music going on outside. Music for Valentine's Day, Valentine's party. I don't know if it's a Valentine's party. Maybe somebody had a birthday. My daughter was supposed to be a Valentine's baby, but she came early. That's good though. She's such a sweetie. Alrighty, well, I'll talk to you guys later. Faith, trust, and pixie dust.